First carry for T.J. Yeldon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun, Vaughn. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Robert Kindici in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The gun. They'll look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Gregory. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on 2nd down. Vaughn being chased out left. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, Vaughn. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 10 more there and another first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. On 1st and 10, Vaughn letting one go deep for the end zone, and that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. In for the score, and the Jags have taken the early lead. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Sony Michel, his first carry. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, Michel. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gone! 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 Gone!
From the gun, Vaughn. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Detroit! Detroit!
Operating from the gun, Vaughn. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it 2nd down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Chandler Jones able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 3rd down, Vaughn. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. This is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Back to throw now on first down. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4".
First down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hurry up. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
That is right. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Gun, 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 gun. Here we go now. Green.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. In for the score. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts, not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't
they? Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker.
All right, here we go.
Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Green 39.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Airing it out for Hearns. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Airing it out for Hearns. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So 1:55 to go in the first half. More from the desert after this.
Leopard. Leopard.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Throwing again. Vaughn. Dancing to his left. And he coughed it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you've got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. He'll come out throwing here on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So I'm not sure how they feel about that. They have golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery when they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10. Here's a give to Yeldon. Spinning away. And now running right through it. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. T.J. Yeldon. Touchdown, Jaguars. T.J. Yeldon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
following the fumble recovery. Vaughn. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Steps away to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. A nice little juke. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And got his man complete. So we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3-19.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, Let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
got the lead. Yeah.
we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut him down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Vaughn. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they...
And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. David Irving able to finally wrestle him down for a huge loss, and that'll take us to fourth down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. On the return is Peterson. 12 yards on the return that time, and possession will switch hands. First and 10. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot.
He's got a man, complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 36 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Ball on the 30 as they come up, second and 10. Back to throw now on second and 10. That's caught over the middle by Seals-Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Back to throw here. And almost intercepted. If he could have picked it, maybe some space to go the other way. Instead, it's third down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Allen Hurns, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for two. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, what a move. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case,
pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, Vaughn. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return will stop right around the 25. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
They'll drop to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals-Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a time. Timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Throwing on first down. Vaughn. This is caught by Ginn. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On first down, Vaughn. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll hand it off now. Johnson. Open space inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. So here's a big play for the Cardinals as they'll go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And this is going to be incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Vaughn. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
To throw on second down. Vaughn caught on the left side by Ginn. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Operating from the gun. Vaughn going right side here, and that's complete. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Looking to throw. Vaughn. Buying time to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at the 45. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down.
David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the 4th. Santos now to add the PAT. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. There he goes, right side. The 20, 10, and it's a Jacksonville touchdown. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play, and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gregory. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him 1 more chance here on 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Gregory. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Dante Fowler in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. Over the middle complete. That's Gregory. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Shifts by him, and he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. They'll look to throw. The catch is made by Kendall Wright. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And that'll get them to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Here's Rosen. Underneath for Johnson. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Rosen to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Ken Crawley. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.